Cool. Hi everyone. So today I'll be talking about AI for social good. So essentially how AI can impact our social well-being and our community. So just a little quick introduction about me. Hello, my name is Alex. I'm currently a junior at Newark Catholic High School. And here are just some of the activities I do. I'm currently a part of Audacity Academy, Attorney Zhang, and the Foreign Youth Program. I'm the co-chair of today's Audacity AI Forum, as well as captain and saxophonist, clarinetist of Audacity 23. And in addition, I am captain of this Attorney Zhang IT team, and I'm also a mobile app developer and part of this IT team. And recently, I've begun to develop my passion in AI. I am the president of the Monroe Computer Science Club. I organize various events within our school, such as Monroe AI Day, recently in September, featuring several AI entrepreneurs. And I also published the bi-weekly Monroe AI newsletter for our school. In addition, many people are interested in our school club, and we actually tripled our club size from 20 to 60 through engaging AI initiatives. And in addition, I participated in several AI fairs, such as the Accounting, Science, and Engineering Fair, in which I won second place in the sophomore category through app development. In addition to some various other activities I do, I am a tenor saxophonist, a part of the Monroe Honors Jazz Ensemble, and I'm also captain of my varsity tennis team. So before I begin, let me just address what AI for social good is. So AI for social good basically talks about designing, developing, and applying artificial intelligence, and you know how advanced they are in these technologies to sort of address important and pressing social, humanitarian, and environmental challenges. So just all these challenges people face around the world. And basically, its goal is to improve human well-being through the use of technology, as well as promote equity and support sustainable development. And AI for social good basically does not just emphasize what AI can do, but how it is done. How you carry out these processes, such as you carry out them responsibly, transparently, as well as inclusively, with safeguards against harm and using it harmfully. So AI for social good their projects typically align with areas such as health, education, poverty reduction, disaster response, as well as climate action, and as well as being part of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So just one of the examples is UN's Pulse satellite. And the problem essentially here is that after floods or earthquakes, these relief agencies, they need quick maps of damage and affected areas, but the conventional and manual image analysis is just far too slow. And these challenges can be shown since satellite data is quite massive and complex and inconsistent across regions. And this makes fast, rapid analysis quite difficult in these very fast-moving crises where relief is needed immediately. So, as an AI solution, the United Nations agencies developed Pulse satellite. And it's basically a system where AI pre-processes this image for floods, settlements, or damage, while experts, they correct and refine the results that the AI outputs. And this basically AI-human approach, this hybrid approach, drastically cuts the mapping time and efficiency is increased. So essentially this AI-human collaboration, they combine the speed of these newfound technologies and these machines with human judgment and human accuracy. And this makes the whole disaster response not only faster, but more accurate, and this supports these global development goals. Cool. And another example would be zipline AI-powered drones in Africa, specifically the regions of Rwanda and Ghana. So the problem is that these rural clinics in Africa, they often cannot access blood, vaccines, or these important medicines because they're so far out and rural. And this need for these medicines and resources, it can lead to help preventable deaths if these medicines can be delivered on time. And because of poor infrastructure, these long distances, as well as unpredictable emergencies, they make normal ground delivery often too slow or unreliable for these urgent medical needs. And thus, Zipline was created, and they use autonomous drones guided by AI for routing, scheduling, as well as demand forecasting. So basically predicting the amount of demand that's needed for certain supplies. And these drones, they are very fast. They actually deliver these supplies within an hour and to these remote clinics in Rwanda and Ghana. And this can transform the whole healthcare logistics. And basically, by pairing these AI-driven logistics with drone technology, it can help bridge this infrastructure gap and save lives in these underserved areas. In addition, having these strong partnership with the local governments, and by integrating this into their country's health systems, this can ensure sustainable impact and that many people will be helped by this. And similarly, there is Teacher.ai in Sierra Leone, that is in Western Africa. And teachers in Sierra Leone, they often are in under-resourced schools and lack training, support, and timely advice. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but Sierra Leone is not like a very stable country, so these teachers are not often getting the resources and support that they need and deserve. And because of this very limited professional development infrastructure, as well as being in remote and low bandwidth areas and settings, these teachers are often overwhelmed by the workload and are unable to properly provide education and support for the students. So by having Teacher.ai, which is a chatbot that uses these large language models, LLMs, and they can help assist these Sierra Leone teachers with lesson planning, classroom management, as well as subject support, since they often need help with that. And it is deployed across 122 schools and reduces isolation. And this basically shows that generative AI can support educators in settings where they have no resources and have a lot of responsibility. And this adoption really depends on local relevance, sustainability, and trust. And moving on to Asia, Microsoft AI actually shows, there's a sowing app for farmers in India. And basically, small farmers in India, they often plant crops at the wrong time, and this can lead to poor yields and wasted resources. And these planting decisions, they often depend on these complex weather patterns, soil, and rainfall, which are difficult for these farmers to interpret ahead of time without having expert knowledge or advice. So, to solve this, Microsoft created an AI-driven sowing app. And basically, using these weather forecasts, soil health data, and historical crop trends, it sends personalized advice in local languages to farmers on when to plant, fertilize, and harvest by utilizing all their resources that Microsoft has. And basically, AI helps spread these expert knowledge and empowers these small farmers to improve their yields and crop crops. And by delivering these insights through simple tools that are accessible in a language they can read, this ensures community impact and adoption. In addition, as you know, California is quite wildfire prone, and AI can actually assist in wildfire prediction. And just as like a background information, wildfires and these extreme weather events are often intensifying year by year across the United States. And this causes huge economic and human losses. And these communities often need faster and more precise forecasts so they can see the fires and other extreme weather events and prevent these damages. However, traditional climate and wildfire models are accurate, but they're too slow and coarse, which often fails to give these timely and localized insights and predictions to responders. So, as a solution, NASA and IBM actually developed climate foundation models, and they're trained on decades and decades of satellite and geospatial data. Basically what they do, these AI systems, they generate a near real-time forecast, and they can actually simulate how fire will spread and quickly map the burned areas for the fire. So this AI can actually greatly improve speed and accessibility of hazard protection, and obviously having trust and widespread integration of this model and proven science are obviously quite vital. And lastly, one more close to home in California, AI can actually be used for homelessness prevention. And obviously, the problem is that California struggles with the nation's largest homeless population. And prevention is more effective and humane than emergency response. However, predicting who might fall into homelessness is often very hard and challenging because the various data that's available is fragmented across housing, health, and social services, and resources are limited to sort of bring them all into one. So, Los Angeles County and UCLA actually built predictive models to identify residents most at risk of becoming chronically homeless. And the county actually offers rental, utility support, and case management before people lose their house. So they're predicting and analyzing which residents are affected or most probable of becoming homeless. So AI actually enables intervention, and obviously having these privacy safeguards of people's information and frontline worker trusting these workers are often key and needed for this AI success. And just sort of a prelude into my later presentation where I'll be talking about bilingual. Basically, non-English speakers and seniors, they struggle with medication labels due to language barriers or small font. And misunderstandings in these dosages and medicines are very crucial, especially in diverse communities like Alameda County. And so basically, ensuring that detection is not only accurate, reducing these cloud AI costs, and designing accessible interfaces that are easy to understood by seniors is quite paramount. And by integrating optical image recognition, FDA data, AI, and translations all into one seamless device and app are quite necessary, and this can create a safe mobile app, which often, because of all these factors, it creates significant technical and design challenges. So, just an AI solution is an on-device optical character recognition, extracts text offline. Meanwhile, cloud AI identifies medication, so it's sort of a dual AI approach. And OpenFDA, trusted government database, they supply the verified safety data. In addition, the last part is that Google Cloud Translation converts information into 6 languages, so people can read them in their preferred language. So obviously, in healthcare apps, accuracy is non-negotiable. And having this hybrid AI balances not only cost and performance. So basically having this dual AI model maximizes performance while minimizing cost. Combining AI and health data as well as translation tools, they improve the whole safety of this app, as well as equity and health literacy for these underserved populations who might not else have access to medication information. That's it for my presentation. Thank you.
Can we ask some questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to express my appreciation for your age, and I see the multi-talent, because my children are now grown and I have grandchildren. So I do appreciate your contribution to the community.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a question. So actually you mentioned the AI for social good cases in USA, Asia, Africa.
Yeah.
why not Europe? It means that
Yeah, obviously, Europe has many aspects. That's a good question, actually. So Europe is actually one of the more advanced countries, one of the more advanced continents in the area. So I decided to sort of pick out some of the more underserved nations and examples that are closer to home, people can relate to. Obviously, Europe has also has its own issues, but because of its technological advancement, I thought I'd highlight other areas where AI is used to serve more underserved people.
thanks.
What do you think is the possibility of a technological singularity?
Sorry, can you say that again?
What's your thoughts on a technological singularity?
What?
Technological singularity.
Sorry, I'm not too familiar with that. Could you?
The definition varies, but the most mundane definition is just comparing it to like the Copper Age or
Okay.
the Industrial Revolution. The definition ranges from the invention of AI, the invention of AGI, the invention of AGI causing immense technological change, and the most controversial one is accelerated return. So it's saying AI building AI causing an acceleration of AI, causing dramatic technological and societal change.
It will be out of control, basically.
It's a very good question.
Out of control.
Yeah, so
So can I,
yeah, that's
can I
definitely.
express something, kind of my contribution regarding this question? Because I have the same question about it.
Okay.
We are going through this wonderful progress, and this is the first time I have seen very positive applications of AI. Yeah. But already I see my neighborhood and my friends and coworkers being affected by AI. They finish their degree in computer science and everything, and they cannot find jobs.
Yes.
So can you address that?
Yeah, I think AI is. I think in the future, to sort of prevent this, AI definitely needs to be sort of controlled in a way. But I think I obviously think that it is very dangerous that AI can accelerate itself in this way. Well, obviously we need to sort of address this in other ways by sort of limiting the spread, the widespreadness, and sort of limiting the control that AI has. And I think by putting these regulations in place, we can sort of not exactly get fully control, but sort of get a grip that AI has on our society and sort of lessen the impacts that they have on perhaps our future and limiting this.
That's a very big concern. Everybody's concerned, right?
I want to add some comments on that. That's a good question. Yeah, I think right now it seems AI took away many people's job, right? But actually it's not that AI took away people's job. It's people using AI took away the job of people who don't use AI. So we think AI is a transformative technology like internet, PC, right? So eventually we'll create more jobs. Right, so actually,
Hopefully.
just like an internet, right? Like the
All right.
industry. Yeah.
So this is something that I just read about, actually I just read somewhere the founder or the father of AI actually cautioned that we might predict a bankruptcy of humanity if we don't know how to handle it, just like a knife. If we don't know how to use it for its correct purpose, we gotta know we should, as humanity, control it, just like a child, and we use it to serve us instead of that sabotaging our own well-being. So that can get out of control if we do not have strong government administration or people with knowledge of you to implement it and also to stop getting it in the wrong use that would damage our humanity.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if you guys are
What's
like
that?
Mission Impossible.
I've seen it in affect
But like-
mine already.
Yeah.
It was a scam. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I would think as mature with grandchildren, I would never be scammed. But this is the first sign that I feel very nervous about AI.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys.
Actually, it's good